we have these automatic negative thoughts. Our negative thoughts, which are automatic, can ruin a perfectly good moment, a perfectly good day. They can make us feel horrible about ourselves, especially if we believe them. But first, let's talk about the brain and why the brain produces these negative thoughts. So one thing that our brain is trying to do all the time is it's trying to protect us. The brain also has a bad habit, which is to get habituated. It goes on autopilot. And what it does is it takes simple cues from the environment and goes, oh, I know what to do here. This is a time when there's danger. I got to talk to her about how she's a problem or how things could go wrong here, etc. And the reason is because the brain, in becoming habitual, picks up simple cues from the here and now and says, oh, they're like then. And then is a time in our lives when things were not okay. So maybe we had a parent, a teacher, a friend who used to say negative things to us, and we internalized it. It could also be that we misinterpreted events. So something negative could have been happening in the family, and when we were children, we assumed that that was our fault. And so we started negative self-talk out of misperceiving the environment, or just having a bad feeling arise because other people around us were having a challenging time. And so that protective part of our brain used that fear to say, oh, you need to do something. You need to do something different. You're not doing the right thing. And then the brain gets habitual and it keeps that message going. And so often the self-talk that we have today, that are the automatic negative thoughts, they're often very old. And if we really excavate where they come from, we discover that they're from way back when we were kids. So I think the important thing here to remember is that they're a habit, they're not meaningful, they're not truthful, and there's something that you can do about it. So the first thing you can do about it is become aware. If a situation doesn't go as the way I wanted it to, I'm going to allow myself to assume that other factors are also responsible. So the way we talk to ourselves to be more self-protective, to be more critical of the automatic thoughts that are negative, and then to also just redirect ourselves, distract ourselves if we know a snowball of these ants are charging, to just redirect ourselves, make a phone call we needed to make, turn on some music or podcast, because just sitting and listening to the rhetoric of the automatic negative thoughts doesn't benefit us, it doesn't protect us, it doesn't tell us what's true, it's just repeating a habit. And if you find that these strategies are not enough, so if you find that you feel really weighted down by the negative thoughts, or they're impacting your mood or your self-esteem in a significant way, I want to introduce another intervention that is very helpful, that goes directly at the brain and the brain producing that automatic patterning, thinking that you're not safe, needing to use those negative thoughts to try to keep you safe. And that's neurofeedback. So neurofeedback, which is brain training, we're training the brain to come into the present moment over and over again. And when it does that, it perceives that, wow, the environment is safe. So then it's wondering, why am I attacking myself with all these negative thoughts? That just creates more stress, more fear, more anxiousness. I can just calm down. I can regulate myself emotionally. And when we're in that more regulated emotional state, then we don't have the strong feelings of self-loathing or shame